Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. Today's going to be a really awesome one. We're looking at Alder Lake theme park created by CarellaCreations, one of our Discord master builders and silver patrons. Thank you so much for your support, CarellaCreations. And here they say, hey Johnny, the creators are proud to present Alder Lake Theme Park, a realistic park collaboration built by Pirate Pajamas, CarellaCreations, Darks, Chicken Maniac, Nuclear UK, Amori, and Red Dragon. All wonderful people. This should be a wonderful theme park. He continues to say, Alder Lake Theme Park and Resort is a small family-owned park that opened in the early 1970s. At the opening, the park had a little more than a carousel and a playground. Most people would visit to swim at the Alder Lake, which the park encompasses. It was not much later that the family that owned the park would invest in chalets to attract people from further away to take the beauty of the landscape. As people kept visiting the park, it grew naturally, and by the 1980s, the owners invested heavily in the top-notch rides from the era. King Cobra, a large arrow looping coaster that loops around the central island, boosted the park's reputation. In the late 90s, things got tough. Combined with a lack of investments in rides, deteriorating accommodations, the park was on the verge of bankruptcy. By pure chance, an investor who used to spend their days as a kid in the park got word of the status of the park. Determined not to let his childhood memories go to waste, he contracted the park and donated a large sum of money to boost the park back to its former glory and keep it interesting for the next decades to come. All the while letting the family who owned the park stay in charge. His only request was to keep the spirit of the park alive, the people, the rides, and employees, and the family touch. With his generous donation, the family was able to restore the old rides to their former glory while attaining a somewhat legendary status. As a bonus, they were able to invest in newer and more modern rides, which will ensure the park's livelihood. The features of this park are 8 roller coasters with custom designs, some recreations of smaller catalog coasters that exist in the real world, numerous thrilling rides, numerous family rides, several themed areas, and the following areas were themed by the following people. The main entry, Karate Jammers and Carella. Octane Alley was Carella. Thrill Zone was Chicken Maniac. Wild West was Darks and Carella. Swashbuckler Street was Karate Pajamas. Far East was Nuclear UK. Fireworks was just created by Karate Pajamas. Playgrounds by Karate Pajamas. Resort with Working Hotels Karate Pajamas. Parking Lot Karate Pajamas. There's a lot of Karate Pajamas. A big thanks to Paul Z for letting us use some of the pre-made assets. We hope you and your viewers enjoy this park, which was a couple years in the making. And also a shout out to Red Dragon, as I'm assuming all these people came together on Red Dragon's Discord server to make this possible. So love what you're doing, Red Dragon. Keep running an awesome community over there. Let's dive on into this collaborative park. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Loving the vibes already, you guys. Love it when people put speakers at their park entrance and choose a upbeat song. That is quite a fun one. Sets the tone, sets the mood. I feel like we're gonna have a good time in this park here today. Beautiful little Just a Momento shop. I like these little the use of these banners tilted like that. That is quite nice. Actually, I haven't seen them used that way. That's really, really cool. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have any guests in the park, because it is a bit of a mega park here today. However, it's running really nice. We're getting into solid 32 FPS, going up 40, 43. Depends on what we're looking at and where we are. Venetian Carousel. Nice little queue on that. Ooh, the Dragon Rush. Red Dragon inspired coaster. I think we got to start things off as a tribute to Red Dragon himself. Now, before we do that, because we are the park and we're going to miss out on some of these details, I probably should have started this way. Let's just take a second to appreciate this parking lot. A lot of work has gone into that. Little highway leading outside of the park through this tunnel. Touches of realism. Very cool. And then as well as this kind of maintenance stuff. Medical units. Operations, supplies. What is this? Oh, plants and... What's this music back here? That's quite interesting. Love all the realism you guys put into this backstage stuff. Really nice. Okay, let's check out the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon Rush. Fun theming. I like this edge work that you put here. Really nice. Dragon Rush entrance. The speakers again. Love the speakers. More people have to do this. It really sets the tone. Get to listen to some music. I don't have to run any Planet Coaster background audio. It's all taken care of within the park itself. And boy, does it make a difference. Especially because you can theme that music to the area rather than, you know, just some generic Planko music. It's really nice. Some Chinese lettering. I cannot read that. But that's too bad. I wonder what it says. If you know, leave a comment down below. All right. Look at this. Looks like we have a Typhoon Barcast with a train swap. Yes. A floorless werewolf train swap. Here's a look at all the results if you guys want to see them. Looking good here. Let's start in a test mode. Give it a ride. We'll sit in the middle seat for this one. Wow, really well done. Beautiful layout, super smooth, and the theming is just impeccable. Look at this. It's just, it has it all. I mean, as I was riding that coaster, I was thinking to myself, I'm already in love with this theme park. You know, the visuals, the details, the realism, it's all just captivating. You guys did an absolutely amazing job, and this is only the first attraction. Oh, some of these aren't in test mode, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have liked to see that going up and down while we were riding the coaster. But that's quite okay. All right, I don't know which way I want to get going in this park. I think we're just going to go around the outskirts and get lost a little bit and see where it leads us. I think your pathwork is amazing. Lots of beautiful foliage. I mean, this does feel very realistic and exciting. Look at the views. Not an inch of this park was left undetailed. That's really, really well done. And it appears to like we have a lot of nighttime lighting. In fact, when I opened up this park, it was set to like 1 a.m., which is interesting because I was like, should I be walking around at 1:45 a.m.? It looks like it's set up to have really nice lighting, even that coaster. So we might have to revisit some of these rides at night, or even just kind of take a bird's eye view of them. This is the Sky Temple ride. There it goes, and how it interacts with the coaster there, and all the nighttime lighting. So I definitely want to take a second to appreciate some of the nighttime lighting aspects, but for the most part, it's a little bit harder to see in a video format with the bitrate and all that. So I think it's going to be better for us to see everything during day. Bratwurst and ice cream. Yeah, all the shops are closed and all the rides are closed. Would have been nice if they were open by default. Again with the speakers. Fun little eating area. Feeling very fairgrounds-ish. It's got some spirit to it. It's amazing. Now, do I keep going along the outside, or do I go in here? I feel like I should go in a little bit. Octane Valley. And Octane Valley was created by Carella. So let's go check out Octane Valley. There we go. We have some go-karts. Love me some good go-karts. Vortex. I like the way you weave that queue in. It's nice. I have to open some of these. The thing is, even though you can't have, like, you want to avoid having guests in the park, for certain people's computers and whatnot, I still think it's a good idea to put everything in test mode, just because it simulates like the park is alive. Like, put some of these guys in test mode. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's just take a second to open everything up, or test everything. Now I'm thinking maybe you did that so that we don't have conflicting music, but that's kind of how it would be in real life if the park was opened up anyways. We would have sounds coming from all sorts of different rides and attractions. Octane Alley. And the one downside with the park being closed, we won't be able to actually test the go-karts, but we will zip along. This queue's really impressive. All right, here we go. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Here. Ah. Like all the usage of the logs and the nature work here, it's very woodsy. Makes for a very fun go-kart experience. Whoa! And there it is. And it looks like the exit takes us to another attraction here. So we're getting off the go-karts, and we arrive. Ooh. That's fun. The MotoCoaster. Look at all the benches. Got a touch of that Octane Alley theming. Love it. What a perfect diner for this area of the park. Octagon? Is that for, like, Dragon? Octagon? It's fun. Oh, and there's a octopus on top. That's freaking brilliant. How does the queue work for this? Oh, wow. That is amazing. You guys. Man. I just love the way you guys integrated all these supports and the staircase. The details are impeccable here. Getting a octopus on top of the restaurant and integrating it so nicely. That's amazing. The little realism areas back here. Super fun. This is just so well done. All right. Look at that. Oh, damn. Well, this is good. I wonder if this is a 2020 creation or 2021. Let me check the work page real quick. January 7th. So this is a brand new 2021 creation, which means this could be nominated for one of the most realistic parks of the year award for the Channel 5 Gaming 2021 awards. This definitely deserves some sort of award already. I'm already just blown away by the amount of detail gone into this. So here's a look at all the results on the MotoCoaster. Let's give it a ride. See, I like that. It's a very tame but realistic, because we see a lot of people taking these moto coasters and trying to do some really insane stuff with them. But we haven't really seen a more realistic layout, at least I haven't, where you just design it the way it should be, where we're not putting -8 G-forces because we're trying to do inversions with the motor coaster. It's really well done, and it looks beautiful. Really good stuff. Everything just keeps on impressing. Which way do we go? So many places. Alder, steamers. Wow, there's the lake, Alder Lake. Stunning visuals. Oh, it's a little boat ride. I guess we could put this one into test mode and then see where it takes us in 3 times speed. Take us around the lake. All right, so it's actually used as a transport ride rather than a tour, which I like. Great way to get to all the different sections of the park. Wow, I'm loving this area. Oh, look at this. We have a little Caribbean area back here. I like how the coaster interacts with the lake. I wonder if we're going to pass under it here. Nice. Really nicely done. That is stunning. Would you look at that? Wow. All right, I quite enjoyed that. 3 different locations to get off of at the 3 different main points of the park. Let's continue exploring over here, though, before we move on. Now, okay, this is the Octane area, so we did see all this stuff, but we didn't go down here. So this is where we're going to head next. What is this? Oh, fun little car ride. Slotcar racers. Awesome. Oh. I don't know which car I'm supposed to go in. I'll just sit in this one. It goes really fast. I am not on fast forward anymore. This thing just boogies. This is fun. I mean, it has that really playful kiddie ride theming. Look at all this stuff in here. Colors just pop. Even the edge work on the roads. Oh, Jenga back here. Super playful. I love it. All right, some Midway games. Nice. Pinatas. Some Octane Derby. Bumping around. Awesome. And I like the way you did the pathing and everything's connected. Like, I was able to walk around everything quite easily without getting lost and see all the main attractions, but also it feeds back into the outside nature walks and main pathways to take. You have multiple pathways leading you to other areas of the park, and with great things on either side. It's just, this is one of the best, you know, layouts that I've seen in a while, where it just guides us through so nicely. I really like it. We didn't check out what's down here, so definitely want to come down here. What's this music? It's an interesting choice. All right. Wow. Bathrooms and food and ATMs. Nice little place to come take a break at. Get your kids on some... Oh, maybe we're supposed to be here at nighttime. That's where all the music... Spooky music. What is this? Look at the way you did that. Amazing. This is quite fun. Ooh. Yes, we'll do this one at night for sure. Spinning magic cats. There's a look at the stats. We're gonna find the right one. And I think we'll do seat so we can kind of experience the spin. All right, awesome. You know, this is a wild mouse that I would ride in real life. I went on a wild mouse when I was younger that didn't have the spin feature, but it was really high up, and it went really, really fast, and I thought I was going to die at every single corner. So my experience with wild mouses has not been the most fun. More of a nightmare experience. I don't know if they're supposed to make you feel like you're going to die, but this one doesn't, so I would ride that one. I quite appreciate it. Okay, we have a little bit of a dark ride over here. Like all the gentle rides, and you did the gentle flat rides, but also mixed in some a gentle coaster and a gentle track ride. So great mix up, really good. Great little ride, a little bit fast near the end there with, it's pretty dark. Could use a little bit more lighting and slow it down a little bit. But other than that, it's quite nice. Okay, a little jump there. I had to end the recording and start a new one, just double check things. Didn't want to, I just had to do some technical checks. I've been having a couple issues over the last few days, so want to make sure everything's checking out, and it looks like it is, so let's continue on. I think we're going to move it back to daytime here. And I did get to check the recording length. We're already at half an hour, and I feel like we've barely even scratched the surface, but that was quite a long introduction, too. So, let's get out of Octane Derby. Where are we going? Let's cross the bridge and see where this leads us. Another beautiful view of the lake there. Aw, this is fun. Been on a couple of these in my life. The one I go on, they give little beanbag sacks to speed you up. Whee! Fun little playground. Has a little bit of everything, doesn't it? I definitely feel the backstory in this park. I definitely feel like this was a family-orientated park that just slowly was developed on and expanded, and then you have these new areas like the Octane area, and just more modern, exciting rides and attractions added on. But then you have these other areas that are just chill, very family-orientated, and more traditional. Where's the queue for this guy? Over here. The Desert Snake. All right, looks like it's the Junior Dragon. I love a good junior coaster. Again, amazing queue work. No details were left out in this park anywhere. I'm gonna throw this into test mode. There's a look at the results if you want to see them. And we're gonna ride the back because I don't like getting the dragon in my face. But we're gonna pop it up as well so we can get slightly above the dummies. All right, good little junior. Quite like it. Let's take a look at the theming here. The layout. It's very nice. Wow. There's our Ferris wheel. Lakeside Ferris wheel. Ooh-hoo-hoo. One of my favorites. The wooden coaster. Ladies and gentlemen. What's it called? The Wildebeest. I like it. I like it. A little bit tame on the stats here. Nothing too crazy. Biggest drop's only 9 meters. Really? Let's go. Wow, that track layout was a lot more intense and exhilarating than I anticipated to be based off the stats. I really like the control of this and the way you banked it left and right and weaved it in and out, and you had some pretty crazy banking left and right little sections in there. I quite like that. That's a really solid wooden coaster, even though it's a little bit more, I mean, it's more on the family side, which kind of goes with the theme of the park again. I've been riding the wooden coasters that I've seen this year so far in my recordings have been definitely a lot more intense, but that's quite a pleasant surprise and change and a good showcase of how to make a more reeled back wooden coaster that's still very, very fun. I like it. The big wheel, nice sign on that. Ooh. Now, I did get a look at the top of the lift of that coaster, of this Logflume, And this, even in the B-roll, look at this. It has a lot of drops. It does a lot of navigation, a lot of theming, and that was all for the exit. Of course, I didn't see a sign, but I thought maybe this nature walk would lead us to the entrance, but I guess not. The King Cobra. Well, before we go on the Logflume, we got to go on the King Cobra. Looks like we have a traditional looping corkscrew coaster. Let's check this out. Really great classic corkscrew. I love the interaction with the lake and the rides and the, you can see the fireworks from here. This is going to be an amazing fireworks show. I will showcase the fireworks at the end of the video as we kind of give our outro and roll the credits. But man, that was quite nice. I love how it just kind of wraps around and explores the lake and kind of foreshadows that we have an epic fireworks show to come. Kersplash! Okay, well, our first water ride, Kersplash. There's a look at the stats. Here we go. We're gonna do a pop-up view. We might hit our heads on some things, but that's only because the camera is above, and that is for the sake of not having this log take up half the screen. There it is. A lot of realism on this, and honestly, kind of gave me vibes and brought me back to my childhood Logflume. While a lot more layout to it, a lot more theming to it, that just something about it felt very realistic, and it made me feel like I was on a, I wasn't in Planet Coaster, but I was on a real Logflume. And that's what I really like about this one, because I think with the Logflumes in this game, they're a hit and a miss. And sometimes if you go for realism, they can be boring, and then you have to try to make them into these really elaborate, crazy themed little exploration experiences. But this one goes to show that you don't need all that, and this was actually quite a fun experience. So I really like that one. Really well done. All right, let us move on and see what we come up with next. Circumference. Wow, that is quite a big sign for such a small ride. The circumference is a bit off. All right. Well, that's the thing. Oh, all right. Here we're entering into a bit of a Caribbean-style area. I was looking forward to this when we saw it on the boat ride. Let's see what we have. Battle for Tortuga. Oh, it's a show. Does it actually? I don't think it is an actual show. It's a pretend show. But I like the idea. That looks really. It's a nice setup. It's a good layout. I wish there was more things for us to be able to do that, like actually make more shows. Maybe a Planet Coaster 2 will add a little bit more animatronics or opacity options, because that's the one thing that we're really missing is the ability to, for example, take this character and add an animation where he goes from visible to invisible, so that like we could all fake shows by having all these animatronics go on and off while we switch the lights and change the scenes and make things go invisible. Bring things back up or lower things from the ground and raise things. There's being able to set a key where something raises and lowers is really helpful. So maybe those are the types of things we can see in a future Planet Coaster if we ever get one. I think that would make a world of difference for the Midway games, for the shows, and all that sort of stuff. Where am I going? Grand Rapids. Ooh, sure. Let's do it. Ooh. Alright, this one I'm going to close down because I'm going to have no idea which one I'm supposed to be getting on. So, we're going with this one and this view. Okay, I feel for some reason I was supposed to be riding this one at night, or maybe it just has a really awesome nighttime option. Yeah, look at that. All the gradients and soft oranges and blues. That is quite nice. So maybe I should have ridden this one at night. See this gem cave. Well, there's a look at it. I actually prefer the nighttime lighting on this. Yeah, that's really nice. Whoever did the lighting on this did an amazing job. Boom. All right, let's see what other attractions this Caribbean area has to offer. The cannonball. Cannonball! Oh, that's this drop tower. Boom! Let's see what the views would be like. It's incredible. This area is called the Swashbuckler's Retreat. Oh, nice. You did the slingshot. Oh, no, that's the drop tower. Yes, it pulls you up and then drops you. I've actually been on one of these. I think I have a video of it on, like, a VHS. The expression that I made on my face, I tensed up my neck so much. I don't even know how to make the expression or express the expression. But I literally remember like pulling my neck muscle because the drop was so intense and it scared me so much that like I just clenched up every muscle in my neck in the wrong way possible. And I just remember my neck hurting for the rest of the day. It's the funny faces we make when we're on rides. If I can find that video one day, I'll have to upload it. I don't know how the heck I would convert a VHS video onto a PC. I don't even think I have a VHS. If I could find a VHS, maybe I could record the TV or whatever if I ever find the video. That would be amazing, because the face I made was priceless. I don't think I've ever seen a kid more scared than me in that video that day. So yeah, I don't think I would go on a drop tower again just because of my memories of it. And I also remember not being able to breathe, and it makes me, I've always wondered how people jump out of planes and do that sort of thing where you're free falling for extended periods of time, because from what I remember, for a free fall, I was not able to breathe. It's almost like it knocked the wind out of me. And I'm like, how do you regain your breath while every muscle in your body's clenched up and tense? How do you find relaxation while falling and also get your wind back? I just feel like if I jumped out of a plane, I would lose my breath and not be able to breathe and panic and clench all my muscles and pass out. Essentially, just pass out. Wow. Oh, this guy's got the best place to chill and do his job. That's amazing. Is this a custom booth or... Is that how it's always been? It just feels so different to me. Huh. So now we have the Junior Wendigo. Another awesome Junior. The Big Apple. Here's a look at the results. Maybe we'll do track view on this one. Just to switch it up. Great. Has a double pass-through as well. Love it. I do want to see the lighting on this one. It looks a little playful. Yeah, that's nice. So far, from everything I've seen with the nighttime lighting, you guys look like you've put a lot of effort into just getting it perfect. I mean, even just the theming, and there's nothing I can find that's wrong about this park. Let's put it this way. Everything is just immaculately done. Like, even just the way you've themed the lights and the bins and the benches for each of the areas. There's so much attention to detail fun little winding paths over here. Just the layout goes with the themes. You've done that right everywhere. And what is this? He's got a whirly rig mascot. I love it. Oh my god, it's so much fun. Oh, wow. Is there a way to get... Yes, that's what I'm looking for. To the next area from here. Another... I like how all the pathways between the areas lead you to what is essentially the focal point and the selling point, which is Alder Lake. Alder Lake? Yeah, that's the selling point, right? When this park was, with the backstory, when the park was first developed in the 70s, I believe it was just a couple Ferris wheels, probably that one back there. And, oh, look at the speedboat. I bet you Red Dragon made this one. Seems like a Red Dragon build to me. Yeah, so you only had a few attractions back in the day, and then the kids would go swimming in the lake and that sort of thing. And you kind of kept that lake as the focal point, and you made sure to elaborate on it by bringing all the pathways back out there, paying respects to the lake, and that is quite fun. Wow, that's a great composition. Really nicely done. This looks exciting. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Look at that. We have a wooden gnarler. A more of an exploration, more intense, better speeds, bigger drops. This one looks exciting, guys. Let's throw it in test mode and put it in seat view. Beautifully designed. Love everything about this. And you know what? I also just appreciate the choices of the coasters, you know? Based on your backstory. They fit with the era and the time and the designs. There's nothing here that's like over the top and extreme that's like 2000 beyond, and that goes with the story of your backstory, basically. Going through the 70s, 80s, and 90s and refurbishing everything and elaborating on that and building upon it, and it feels like it aged well, and it just, I guess what I'm trying to say is your backstory really fits your rides, and it tells that story that almost if I came to this park without reading the backstory, I would get it. And it really, it goes to show what an amazing job you guys did on this park. What does this say? Rodeo. That's fun. And every area has a great mixture of shops, scenery, attractions, gentle rides, thrilling rides. Beautiful signage. I mean, this is just impeccable. This deserves some sort of nomination. I think it might win a 2021 award. Glad this one snuck out January 7th, was it? Guys, we released that a little at the end of last year, and it might have missed a few votes because I don't think I would have been able to feature it in time for the awards. And we're back at the main area. I didn't get to go in the hedge maze, though. Should we give this a poke? I'm gonna go left. We did it! Nailed it! It's fun. Alright, wowzers. Wow freaking wee, you guys. We missed a coaster. Or did we? Nope, this is the Red Dragon. Came at it from a different angle, didn't quite recognize it. Just double checking over everything. This is just a beautiful park. You guys definitely have a lot to be proud of with this. The theming's sensational. The layout I'm really, really keen on. How we just gotta flow around the whole park, but also flow within the areas of each themed section, highlighting the Alder Lake as the centerpiece, the hero of the park, which is the lake. We did get to check this back area out, though. This is where you can rent out some rooms. Oh, the chalets. Okay, this is the, in the backstory, they added this in to increase the amount of guest potential and capacity. Now, people come here and stay in the lodges and chill and play in the lake. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, it just has so much personality through and through, doesn't it? The backstory, while long, also necessary, because it just goes to show, you know, you put just as much love into your backstory and the idea that you guys had, and you manifested it into this great park, and it really came together. It all fits, it all works, and it's all believable, and it's just a beautiful sight. Well, definitely my favorite park that I've seen this year in terms of like realism. We've seen some crazy stuff with the Luna moon landing park, and you know, we've seen all sorts of things in different styles, but this one here, it just felt so family friendly and cozy, and it just gave good vibes. The music was there, the nature walks are great, just the minute to minute, moment to moment experience was just, it really delivered, even down to the fun, bustling park entrance with the feel good music. You know, the moment I stepped into this park, I knew we were gonna have a good time, and boy did we ever. This park was phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. To the Red Dragon community, shout out to Red Dragon and all the creators that worked on this project. Let's give another shout out to all the names listed here. Karate Pajamas, CarellaCreations, Darks, Chicken Maniac, Nuclear UK, Amori, and Red Dragon. And another additional shout out to CarellaCreations for one, submitting this, and two, supporting the channel through the Patreon program. Really do appreciate it, and I'm really glad you were able to use your priority spotlight to make me see this as soon as possible. Get it to the front of the line, because if sometimes it gets hard to dig through this inbox when you have so many hundreds of submissions. Sometimes we don't quite see the amazing parks right away. So the Patreon priority not only serves as a way to support the show and get your creations to the front of the line, but also just to get me to notice this stuff faster. It speeds up my process. And every single Patreon submission has been absolutely wonderful this year, including this one. So thank you to everybody. Absolutely amazing stuff. CarellaCreations and the Red Dragon squad. You guys did an amazing job with this one. What did you guys think of this creation? Leave your comments down below. That is going to do it for me in today's episode. However, I'm going to leave you with the fireworks show. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy the fireworks.
giusto even malane cosa sei la faccione?
Sei bella, sei felice, mini channel.